Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm reviewing Bounty Hunters Issue 26 Raid on Vermillion Part 3, which was written by Ethan Zaxavar by Villanueva, and came out on August 10th, 2022, which I thought was kind of another meh issue. Definitely kind of wraps up the storyline which has been going on, really since the series began with the young girl, Cordelia, and, kind of ends up being, all for nothing, which I will say I wasn't super into the ongoing story there. I like some of the kind of like the team what had been assembled. I kind of like seeing a bunch of those characters together. Obviously, I've been into Valance and everything with him and whatnot. Obviously, this issue we barely get any of him in it. But the stuff with Cordelia, I will say, is kind of a little disappointed. Like I said, I wasn't super into it, in this series. But how it ends, I just, also didn't really like it that much. But, I am excited for the series to kind of start going on another plot line. Hopefully with more Valance. Like I said, Valance wasn't in this issue that much. In fact, there's only one scene with him and Lieutenant Hayden, who kind of drunkenly reveals the fate of Valance's former lover, Qi'ra Vega, which Valance doesn't fully understand what Hayden is trying to say, so he seemingly kind of dismisses it. But back with Tonga and her crew, first we see Vukra still fighting Lasha aboard the Edgehawk, I think is her ship name. But Lasha gets her Neku furball to attack Vukra, which Vukra doesn't want to attack furball because, as she says, she likes animals. I will say the dialogue was a little weird in this moment, but Vukra says that she'll kill the Neku if she has to, which it does come to that, and furball attacks, and Vukra is able to get a killing blow in, which obviously Lasha is very upset over and yells at Vukra to get off her ship, which Vukra apologizes for it, but Lasha doesn't want to hear it. So Vukra leaves, which we see Dengar watching, over, waiting, I guess, for the word that, he got his credits from everyone. But he watches Vukra leave the Edgehawk, and then he watches Bosk, Forlom, and Zuckuss heading back, which during this, Tassi Leech comes over to him and starts to kick his ass, which Leech talks in his native language, and Dengar doesn't understand it. But like I said, he kicks his ass and could kill him, but tells him that he isn't going to. So instead, he can be afraid for the rest of his life that he's coming for him, which I enjoyed this scene. But we obviously see a lot of Tonga in the issue. Obviously, all this kind of happens while the stuff with Tonga is going on. But Tonga, we see her still going through the Vermillion, taking out guards. But she then runs into Qi'ra's assistant, Margot, who ends up taking her right to Cordelia, so Tonga can speak with the young child. Which Tonga, tries to get Cordelia to come with her, but Cordelia doesn't want to, and in fact wants to stay with Crimson Dawn, because, as she says, they're actually keeping her safe, and maybe actually want her, unlike, people like Valance. Which this room opens up to reveal Qi'ra and everyone else, which, Qi'ra says to Tonga that it looks like Cordelia wants to stay with them, which Tonga realizes everything, she's done, was all for nothing. But Qi'ra then instead offers Tonga and her crew to work for her, which Tonga seemingly accepts. But in this moment we see Vukra, back on the ship, kind of realizing that Qi'ra wants Cordelia to become the leader of the Unbroken Clan, which is what Qi'ra had promised to her instead. So we see her get upset over that. But Qi'ra hands Tonga a comm device, I think. But the issue ends with Tonga coming back to the Edgehawk, where she sees that furball has died, and she hugs Lasha as we get a close-up of that comm device. So yeah, like I said, I thought the issue was kind of meh. Even though I was never super duper into the stuff of Cordelia, I liked Tonga and her crew and the crew that was formed and whatnot. I liked seeing all these characters together and whatnot. Never was super duper into what their actual goal was, and I kind of wasn't super into this ending for it. So yeah, but I do hope Valance starts to have a more starring role again, as he was barely in this issue and has kind of barely been in the series for the last several issues. In fact, there was a couple issues where he just straight up wasn't in the series. So I do hope he kind of returns to the forefront of the series. So yeah, but my grade, I'm going to give this one a C+. So yeah, but that's going to be it for this one. My next comic review will be Star Wars issue 26, I think. Yeah, 26. So you can check that out then. But in the meantime, I've been Zarzino. I'll catch you guys in the next one.